Hi, welcome back. In this lecture, I want to talk about AMD GPUs. I have three key points in this video lecture. The first one is that AMD is a new, very strong NVIDIA competitor, especially for delivering HPC GPUs. Lately, AMD delivered the MI100 GPU, that is a GPU specifically designed for HPC workloads. The second point I want to make is that AMD MI100 powers many upcoming supercomputers, such as Oak Ridge Frontiers, Livermore El Capitan, the Scandinavian Lumin supercomputer, and the KTH Dardel supercomputer. The third point I want to make is that AMD MI100 is better on par than NVIDIA A100 in terms of performance. However, its programming environment is not as mature as the NVIDIA programming environment. So let's talk about NVIDIA and AMD. So NVIDIA is probably the most important GPU provider for HPC GPUs, at least very recently. So NVIDIA has invested heavily in creating an ecosystem around its GPU product in terms of programming languages, libraries, and tools. And also very powerful GPU when it comes to performance for HPC and also for emerging machine learning workloads. Today, the main rival for NVIDIA is AMD, that also offers very powerful GPUs. And these GPUs have typically a price tag that is way lower than NVIDIA GPUs. So it's taking quite large part of the market when it comes to HPC GPUs. As NVIDIA releases its new Ampere architecture, AMD puts forth its MI100 GPUs, and that's what we are going to talk in the next few slides. So why AMD GPUs are becoming important? Well, so the next generation and upcoming supercomputer in the world are featuring AMD GPUs, in particular MI100 GPUs. As example, there is the American Frontier supercomputer in Oak Ridge that will deliver 1.5 exaflops. And also El Capitan in Livermore that is planned to deliver almost 2 exaflops. When it comes to Europe, also AMD is getting part of the market when it comes to HPC GPUs. So the European and Scandinavian large supercomputer called Lumin will be using AMD GPU. And finally, also KTH recently acquired a supercomputer called Dardel that will feature MI100 AMD GPUs. Let's look at more into detail how MI100 GPU architecture is. So AMD Instinct MI100 GPU came out in 2020, so quite recently, and is specifically targeting scientific computing workloads. AMD has split its portfolio into two classes of GPUs. One that are targeting gaming, so in particular these are the Radeon DNA architecture, and also the second class are the data center high performance models such as the Compute DNA architecture and the Instinct MI100. The Instinct MI100 implements 120 computing units, in short CUs. These CUs are split into 8 blocks and interconnected by an on-die fabric. Exactly like NVIDIA's GPUs, the CUs are made up of smaller functional units, the streaming multiprocessor, that we call the SM. So each compute units feature 64 SMs. Like NVIDIA Volta and Ampere, AMD use high bandwidth memory, in particular version 2, HBM2 memory, that is very similar to the same memory that the new NVIDIA GPU use, like Volta and Ampere's. In addition, the CUs in the Instinct MI100 feature matrix core engines that are optimized computing units for the matrix data types seen in machine learning. So these matrix core engines are very similar to the NVIDIA Tensor Core we talked in the previous lecture. Let's try to compare the latest Ampere A100 and the MI100 from AMD. So AMD has some performance edge over NVIDIA currently. So the MI100 AMD can deliver up to 11 teraflops in 64 floating point. So this is what we call double precision. So this is quite a number. In contrast, NVIDIA can deliver 9.7 teraflops, so almost 10 teraflops against the 11 teraflops. So we see that AMD has a little bit of edge, but similar performance to the A100. Something that is not written here is also the cost of this AMD that is way lower than in NVIDIA HPC GPU. When comparing AMD and NVIDIA GPU, also we need to talk about the programming environment. So NVIDIA has been in the market of GPUs for a long time and also has developed a very mature programming framework that is called CUDA. And we're going to look at CUDA in the second module of this course. However, AMD also is delivering a programming environment that is called ROCm, that works as a universal platform for GPU accelerated computing on any GPU. However, this ROCm is not as developed as the NVIDIA CUDA programming environment. So AMD provide also some tools, some higher level programming language called HIP to bring any code that is being written in CUDA to AMD GPUs. So this is the last slide of this lecture, and I want to summarize the key points. First, next generation supercomputers such as Frontier, Cell Capital, Lumi, and Ardell use AMD GPUs. And this is in contrast with many of the current supercomputers that use NVIDIA GPUs instead. So we will see a change when it comes to the kind of GPUs that supercomputers use. We also saw that AMD MI100 is better or on par with the NVIDIA A100 when it comes to performance. However, the AMD GPUs provide a less mature programming environment than NVIDIA. This is my last slide, and talk to you soon.